What's up, Moonrider here, and in this video we are going to be taking a close look at one of the most unique looking keyboards out there. This is the GravaStar Mercury K1 Lite, part of the larger K1 line that also includes the regular K1 and also the K1 Pro. But this is the little guy, the family. And the only thing that sets this one apart from the more expensive ones in the line is that this one is made of plastic rather than an aluminum alloy. Of course it has to because the light is transparent. This one also is lacking the wraparound RGB, whereas on the other two, RGB goes all the way around the sides. You can see through these lattices here, this would all be RGB backlighting. Not on this. Also, there is a delete key up on the top right, where otherwise on the other models, you're gonna find a volume control switch. But this one is pretty cool, especially for being PVC plastic, just because it is transparent looking. I mean, that's ridiculously unique. With the RGB on, you can clearly see all that bright light shining through those south-facing LEDs. Real quick, something else I really like about GravaStar as a company, their marketing for their product is out of this world. Most companies are going to describe their product very like, this is how it is. GravaStar practically writes in lore. I mean, listen to this. Metal flows up and around the keys, wrapping them in quicksilver branches that flicker and shift against a brilliant aura of power. Two adjustable GravaStar stabilizers anchor the K1 Pro to this plane of reality, locking its energy into a stable matrix. Row after row of custom KL linear switches wait in perfect silence for new commands. The only piece missing is you. It's freaking wild. Imagine the late Sir Christopher Lee, Saruman, narrating that. It would be freaking epic. So like I said, as a company, GravaStar is pretty wild. We're gonna breathe some lore into these things. We're gonna make these things literally sound out of this world. And this looks out of this world. It looks like either something a xenomorph would be gaming on. Meanwhile, the back looks very industrial, very sci-fi, with these 3D molds of what basically looks like some sort of like pipe or something like that. So let's actually get a better look at those keys. And to do that, I'm just gonna be flipping up. There's two sets of kickstand feet on the bottom. I'm gonna be kicking up the top two. There's also these nice little rubber stabilizers on the bottom too, which is pretty rad, matched with the keycaps. And again, speaking of those keycaps, unlike the rest of the keyboard that's PVC, these keycaps are actually PBT. They sound really good too. They sound really good. They have a good texture to them. They're pretty slick, but the letters are actually raised up, and those letters actually look like they're pixelated. In fact, a majority of the switches actually have like custom icons on them. Like the escape is this lightning bolt, tab, caps lock, and shift keys look like they're in speech bubbles. And then the win key down at the bottom actually has the GravaStar logo on it, which is pretty cool. And I really actually like the space bar that says game start. I think out of all the keyboards in the K1 line, this one totally has that gamer vibe to it. Speaking of that, it is great for gaming. It's fantastic for typing because the sound is so good. The switches are so smooth, but this thing is really great for gaming as well. I've been using it a lot, either with Call of Duty or Borderlands. It's not overly loud, I don't think. Then again, I'm not playing with friends with a microphone or anything like that, but it's not super clicky. It's actually just more creamy. Oh man. Mercury K1 Lite sounds so good. All right. Switches. I know everyone always wants to hear these keyboards and know what's in them. And this one, this is by far the best sounding, best feeling keyboard I have ever used. It's so creamy. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. And it's ironic because I just put a video out like a week before I got the offer from GravaStar to collaborate with them on this. I just put out a video titled New Favorite Keyboard Alert. And that did not last long. That lasted about a week. And then I got this. I'm like, holy crap. Well, there's no contest. This is considerably better. So anyway, there is only one option available and they are linear switches. So hopefully you like those. If not, I mean, can you really say no to this? Sounds so good. Those switches are actually a collaboration between GravaStar and B-Sun. As for specs, you're looking at 40 grams force, 2 millimeters pre-travel, and 3.6 millimeters of total travel. And what I really like about these, I mean, the sound is phenomenal, but they're very light. very smooth. They're great for gaming, great for typing. But for gaming, yeah, I mean, it's extremely responsive. Having such light keys is fantastic, especially if we're doing like some fast-paced or competitive first-person shooter or anything really competitive gaming-wise. It's great. And I feel like it's not too loud to be distracting. At the same time, I'm not online playing with friends. I'm just doing everything solo. So I don't have anyone telling me, oh, hey, by the way, your keyboard's loud. And if they did, it'd be like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna not use it because it sounds awesome. Anyway, it's not just the switches that make the K1 Lite sound so good. It's also a gasket mount keyboard, which means that there's gonna be a lot more of a bounce when you actually press down on the keys. You can see that there is a little bit more give to it when you press it down. There's also 5 layers of sound dampening built into this little puppy. And those include a layer of pour-on sandwich foam, IXPE foam, PET transparent enhanced acoustic foam, pour-on button foam, and silicone foam. Here's like an actual sound test when I'm not yapping over it. I think the enter is like one of my favorite sounds from this keyboard. All right, so this is a wireless keyboard. If you are using the wired cable or a wired USB-C cable, you'd be plugging that in right here. Otherwise, the switch is on the back here to switch between 2.4G mode and Bluetooth 5.0. If you want the best performance out of this, the best options are going to be wired. With wired though, you do get up to 8,000 polling rate, which is really crazy. Otherwise, in 2.4G mode, you do get 1000 hertz polling. There's no mention of polling rate through Bluetooth, so I mean, if you are real keen on that performance, wired or 2.4G mode are the way to go. Now, mine's missing because it's in my computer right now, but this is where you would find your 2.4G dongle. Otherwise, again, here's your switch. To the right is going to be your 2.4G mode, and to the left is going to be Bluetooth. And then in the center is where you turn it off. And then if you are rocking that wired USB-C, you do want to make sure that you actually move the switch to the center to actually deactivate the wireless settings. Also on the back here, you can see that this keyboard is compatible with Windows and Mac. All right, so RGB on the K1 Lite is extremely bright and vibrant because, I mean, it's shining through transparent keycaps. Of course it's gonna be bright. The LEDs are south-facing. I know some people don't like south-facing LEDs. I personally prefer it because I feel like I can actually see it better, but that's just me. The RGB can be controlled either with function combos directly on the keyboard or in the free software that you can get from GravaStar's website. If you're just looking for something basic, if you just want to switch the pattern, just want to switch the speed, the brightness, or just assign a basic color, you can easily do that on here. Function plus backslash allows you to switch the different modes. Function plus tab, when it's applicable, not every single one of these is going to allow you to assign one color. When you can, just do function plus tab to do that. And then if you want to adjust the speed, it'd be function plus right arrow to speed things up, or function plus left arrow to slow down that pattern. And then of course, function plus down arrow is just going to dim the backlighting until you actually turn it off. And then function plus up, it's going to brighten it up. Now while we're talking about brightness, let's quickly talk about the battery life, because this thing packs a 4000 mAh battery. However, GravaStar says that the battery is good for up to 237 hours, but that is with the backlighting off. But if the RGB is cranked all the way to full brightness, you're looking at only 22 hours. And if you are in wireless mode and you do want to check what your current battery status is, you can press function plus B, and you'll see it displayed up here in 10th percentiles. Right now, I'm looking at around 97%. So if it sounds like all I have is praise for the Mercury K1 Lite, it's because I can't really find a fault with it. I guess there's one thing. There is one thing. Since this is made of PVC plastic, this is a fingerprint magnet. Not just the PBD keycaps, but the actual PVC. This gets so marked up with fingerprints. And I wonder if that's why GravaStar included a cleaning cloth in the box with this because they're like, yo, this is gonna get real fingerprinty. We should probably help people out with that because it's gonna look like crap. And it really can. If you don't take care of this keyboard, it does start to look really gunky and really crappy really fast. But honestly, that's all I can really think of to say negatively about this keyboard. It sounds good, it looks good. The build quality is excellent. I mean, there's no rattle when you shake it. Yeah, it's flexible, but it's a gasket mount keyboard. It's supposed to be flexible, and with that PVC plastic, it's supposed to be. It's just a great keyboard, and I was worried. I mean, I wanted to test one of these out for so long, actually since I saw that GravaStar announced them, since I do have their M1 Pro mouse, and that's fantastic. So since I heard about it, I'm like, I want to try that out. And I was kind of worried, maybe I'll be disappointed by something. Maybe something on it won't be that great. I'll be like, oh, it doesn't sound so good, but no, nothing. This is a great keyboard. It's a bit more expensive, but do I think it's worth it? Hell yes. Hell yes. You should get it. Anyway, if you are interested in the GravaStar Mercury K1 Lite, I will leave a link down in the description for you to check out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Later.